there. Oh, there's one right there too. Anyway, howdy, this is PaleRider, and welcome to my stream. I'm back with Horizon Zero Dawn, and we are in the grip of death. Okay, there is stuff everywhere. Oh god, that was coming this way. Nope, it went back in the water. Anyway, so last time I played the other night, I was helping these hunters, and there goes the dog. Well, I was helping these hunters get parts because they owed some guy some money, and it looks like the last part is a snout or something. I don't know. So we gotta go after that bad boy over there. Demonic snap mall. So let me go talk to these guys.
There you are. We wondered where you'd gone. Ready to get back to it?
All set.
As set as anyone ever is.
Okay, so what do we do? Kill machines. Wait. Thought all we needed was it doesn't say. It says that I gathered one thing. Okay, there we go. Scorcher Claw and a Stalker Sinew. I'm not sure what a sinew is. Is that something to do with the sinuses? Sinus? I don't know. But now I got to get one out of this thing. But I think we're going to have to fight all of these just to do it. Yeah, I need to make some traps. Oh, wow. My shit is low right now. Ain't it? Oh, that one's alright. Oh, I guess they're all alright. We're all alright. We're all alright. That's 1-3. What happened before that? 4.
I need to be closer to use that.
4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Yeah, this is a lot. Okay, that's it? I thought I had 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Huh. 8. That ain't even the right kind. Oh, crap. These guys are... That's not even going to hurt them. I'll go back and see if I can pick them up. Let's go this way then. God, it's gonna hit him.
This is where it is.
Ah! Let's go. Oh God, it's behind me.
I've got their ammo.
Damn! in the water. Oh God, there's more coming. One down. Damn, there's 3 things up there. Oh, I'm getting hurt. I'm getting hurt.
My spear!
Damn, it's hurt me. Ah! Bastard. Where'd he go?
Come on,
That must look good. Okay. That it? Woohoo!
Get it while I can.
What's all this crap? Oh, there he is. Is it still going after more? They're still going after more. Did I not get the thing that they needed? Still cold there. Okay, I need to make some more ammo here. Oh God, they're already fighting it. Bastards. Oh God, there's 2 of them. No! He's freaking tracking me pretty dang good, ain't he? He's down. Down again. Oh, I'm not fast enough. Ow! He just whacked me. Dang! Oh God! I just fell in the water. Get in the water! Get out! Where's the other one?
Down eventually. Here comes another one.
Another one. scared me, you bastard. Stop with this bullshit. Down. Oh, he's not down? Now we're in. Salmon. We killed the salmon under the ice.
I can't feel much of anything in this.
Poor little trout.
Come here, Aloy. Let's have a proper goodbye, huh?
Wait, I want to get this shit first. Proper goodbye? Well, you hitting on me, buddy? I'm a mean lesbian. You don't want to hit on me. I will take your balls and put them in a jar.
There. That's the last of Bergren's parts. Looks like you three are out of debt.
For now. Until Orkai breaks something else.
It was one time! You make a nice shaman, Aloy. Thanks for lending a hand. Maybe we'll meet you in the Sundom sometime.
Once you get to the Sundom, what then? What's the next step?
We hunt like Nakoni wanted to hunt.
Nakoni had big dreams. A werak in which everyone pulls their weight and takes care of each other. No shamans, no chieftains, no need to pry the power out of anybody's
Sounds like
hands.
call me bastards
Sounds like
to
a lot
me.
of work.
But worth it, I think. And a fitting tribute to Nakoni. We can become the werak she always wished for.
You won't have me to strip your kills now. Are you three gonna be alright?
Doesn't look that hard, really. We'll be fine.
Right. He watches 3 successful harvests and he's suddenly a shaman.
When you get to Song's Edge, talk to Bergrand. If he can't teach you himself, he'll know someone who can.
Sure. And I bet he charges us for the introduction.
Thank you, Aloy. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
I guess this is goodbye. How does it feel, putting Banuk lands behind you?
The only thing I would have missed is already gone.
Let all those rotten Banor suck-ups freeze to death.
It's a little much, Urkai, don't you think? It's strange. What is it to be Banuk after Banur forsakes you? How do we decide who we are? How about you, Aloy? Who do you think we are? What will you remember of us?
What you fight for, what you've endured, what you've accomplished. They like tough stuff, so.
You do more than just survive. You believe in something, and you're willing to fight for it. Nakoni was willing to die for it.
I like that. Nakoni dreamt of a werak without shamans or chieftains, and we might be that dream.
Nakoni's arrows. That's what we are. Shot from her bow in the north to hit her target in the south.
I know I'm not part of the Werak, but that's the best suggestion I've heard since I met you three.
Yes. Nakoni's arrows. We will try to fly true. Thank you, Huntress.
Actually, what they're talking about isn't communism. It's more freaking anarchy. And communism and anarchy are exactly, completely the opposites of each other. And I don't know why these freaking Antifa people think that they're arco-communists. Because an anarchy has no leaders. Everybody does whatever they want, whenever they want. No rules, no laws, no anything. Which is not a good way to live, because the strong... Because they think that that's going to bring out the equality in people, but what it does is it brings out the strong, and the strong people prey on the weak when that happens. Communism does just the opposite. It makes everybody completely equal, no matter who they are, or what they've accomplished, or how frickin'... True communism is no matter what kind of skills or ideas or anything you have, you cannot show that you're unequal to anybody else, or the system breaks down. So if you like strawberry and somebody else likes vanilla, then you're not equal. You know, you can't have any choice. You can't have any individuality. And that's another thing why I don't understand why they bring that shit up in feminism and when they're talking about diversity and shit like that, and they're talking about equality and diversity and shit like that, because diversity and equality are completely opposites. You can't have any diversity if you want equality. If you want total and utter equality, you can't have any diversity. Because you're only your government, your body. If we the people is your government, you're only as strong as your weakest link. Nobody can surpass the weakest person, or they're not equal anymore. Anyway, that's my thoughts, and I'll stick to them. Anyway, I need to mention real quick that starting tomorrow night, that is tomorrow, Friday, March 6th, 7th? March 7th. 6th? Oh yeah, today's the 5th. Okay, yeah, tomorrow. March 6th, I will be back on YouTube. Woohoo! This just isn't working out for me. Right now, I've already been going for, how long now? 17 minutes, and have not got one viewer yet. That's actually unheard of on YouTube. I at least get somebody watching, you know, at the start of the stream, usually. And, I don't know. It's just not good. Claw beneath. Fire breaks the main quest. Oh, I need to go turn this quest in. Okay. This is a different quest for the main game that I'm not going to do. Anyway, let me go way down here and turn this one in. Then I'll go do the other side quest. What you doing, Squirto? What are you doing? Miniature? No, you can't jump up here. I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm just saying hi. That doesn't mean you can jump on my lap. I tickled the dog with my toes, and she just decided she wanted to jump up in my lap. I bet you tickled me. Now she's paying attention to Darcy. Because Darcy had a plate in her hand. And she follows the food. That's her thing. The dog smells food or sees food or food anywhere in sight or in smelling distance, she will follow the food. Even though she's a little skinny dog. Don't know how she stays so skinny. She's old. Most dogs, when they get older and they think about food a lot, they end up getting fat, man. Most old dogs, if you ever notice, old dogs get fat. Not her. Hey, there's a new side quest over here. I'll have to go check that out in a second.
Bergrand, how'd your investment pay out?
Quite handsomely, thanks very much. You know those three crazy Manuka are calling themselves Nukoni's arrows now? Well,
they finally got
now that I have those parts,
name.
I can pay off a debt of my own.
So they've gone south then?
Aye, that they have. I've got a friend in the Sundom by the name of Thur. He owes me a favor. Old Thur is a machine scavenger, a pretty competent one. So I sent them to learn from the best.
Or at least from the pretty competent.
Well, we work with the resources we have. Speaking of which, here, a token of my gratitude.
Best to steer clear of the claws beneath. I never back down from a challenge, but neither am I eager to die.
Hey, I got 10,000 XP off that. Woo. What does this vendor have? Forget. Okay, I could sell stuff to her at least. She didn't have anything good. Although, there's some resources that I'm kind of low on. She don't have them. Alrighty, sell some stuff. What the hell's that noise? Oh, sounds like you got some lady toys in there. Some lady toys. And I'm going to sell this. Find owls here. I'm getting rid of the owls and the badgers and the goats and the squirrels. Squirrels. Wait, oops. This is what I could really use is some of these, and that chick didn't have any. Don't call me chick, you misogynist bastard. Probably shouldn't be selling these sparks and stuff anymore because I've been using them on that new thing. Yeah. What you got over here, lady?
I heard it was Inatut's fist that split the Karja's skull. Horrible tragedy.
We're meant to fall in line behind an outlet.
I remember the last time the
Echoes. Yep. I got 100. All right. Okay, I got two everything again. That's good.
Claws beneath migrated to the cut. What a fearsome machine it is.
Whoa, whoa, up there.
Inatut. As we are bound by laws, you are bound by wire. Yet your crime was the act of killing. So we must drive you out. Away from the Werak, from protection, from our songs.
My chieftain, Kopalai, am I not your favored fighter? Do you not recognize me from this tooth you knocked out?
How many times have I pulled you from danger by your neck? Made excuses for your behavior? You are my favored! But the shaman is decided. While you wait for exile, think on what brought you here.
A test of strength! Who among us would refuse a challenge from an outlander? Not I! But I did not kill him!
Hush, hush. You can tell your story to the ice.
So what was that all about? So this, I noticed that anytime somebody's wearing, well, you can't really tell when they have clothes on, but when somebody's not wearing a shirt or something, they always have those blue neon things going into them, friggin' tubes. This guy's got a bunch of them all over his chest, and they're going into their skin. I wonder if it keeps them warm or something, man, because it looks like it's kind of freezing out here. He's running around with no shirt on. Must keep him warm.
You took Artok's mantle.
It's mine now.
I would like to see that fight.
They said that you killed someone.
Perhaps I did. If even my chieftain accepts it, it must be so.
That's not the way it works for me. Want to tell me your story?
I did fight with the Karja hunter to settle a challenge. That much is true. He was strong and damn quick. We traded punches. Good punches. Hard punches. And the next thing I remember... gray morning light, and the Karja beside me, with his head broken open. But the blow was not by my hand.
Isn't your Werak supposed to support you? At least give you the benefit of the doubt?
When our Werak had cause to quarrel, I was the solution. To fight for its honor and win, they'd call on me. Or, when they needed someone to lose, for appearances, I could do that too. Now when Outlander is murdered without honor, all eyes are on me. I have become my Werak's shame.
They don't want an incident with the Karja, so you take the fall.
That is what I do best.
So everyone knows you started the fight with this man?
Of course! For honor, I'll fight anyone. If I wasn't bound, I'd fight to prove myself right now!
I don't think that would help you.
This is what I am. Each runner in the Werak has a gift. I brawl. None can take a punch, a fall better than I can. Until this time, I was too drunk. We were grappling. He clapped my ears. I took one last swing as I went down, but not a killing blow. It can't have been.
If it was, it seems like a fair fight anyway. It's gonna happen.
And for your punishment, they'll exile you from the Werak?
From warmth. March me up the slopes of the cloud shear, leave me stripped and exposed.
That's awful.
If I survive, the land has absolved me. That's the law. It must be accepted.
It's still awful.
I'm not stupid. I don't like my chances either. I can't fight a mountain.
I'll be honest. You haven't got a good defense, Inatut.
I've heard that one before.
Where did the fight happen?
Inatut?
A clearing,
That's his name.
just outside the Karja Outlanders
Didn't
camp.
even notice that.
You should talk to them. They wouldn't hear me out. They say no one else could have been there other than me and the dead man. The shaman consulted the signs in the snow and agreed.
I'll see what I can find out. And I'll be back.
I'll be here. What else am I gonna do? Until the horn gives a call from my exile.
Into it. Into it. Let's see.
It was Derval. He tried to kill the Sun King. Unbelievable.
Duval tried to kill the Sun King. Yep, I killed Duval, so you guys don't know that? What the hell? Oh, that's that giraffe. There he is. I see him over there.
Back again, Huntress?
I was asked to look into the murder of a Karja hunter. What happened?
It's plain as day. A drunk Banuk thug picked a fight with Ruas, struck him down from behind and stole his headdress.
The accused man says that he didn't do it.
You're not going to get anything useful out of the Banuk, whether they talk to you or don't. They gather up like cloaks in a chill wind every time a hunter dies out here. Won't even hand Ruas's killer over for a proper trial.
A proper trial?
To fill his mouth with salt, and hold him up for the sun to consider over days. If it is clement, it may only take his sight, or his wits.
That sounds worse than what they're going to do to him.
So other Karja hunters have died in these lands before?
3, maybe 4 in the last few seasons. That's no surprise. This place punishes even the prepared, and many young nobles don't prepare. But usually the snow covers everything, and the bodies are never found. No thanks to the Banuk.
Do you think they're involved?
No. If it's not about their tribe, they don't want to get involved.
In these outlands, even the sun cannot thaw all it touches.
Blue Jay, what's up? How you doing tonight?
Doesn't sound like you trust the Banuk much.
They're not without their reasons to keep apart from us. 10 years of reasons.
Always the war. The war is over. We made amends, but no. The land never forgets.
Snow and ice keep memory, they say.
It takes time for scars to heal.
You think I don't know that? I still bear the lashes for refusing one of the Mad King's sun priests. I was your age then.
Times of shadow. Times of shadow.
I'm okay. How are you doing? How are you tonight? Pretty good. Looking forward to getting back on YouTube tomorrow. That's a good thing.
Where did you find Ruas's body?
There's no hunt, girl. Nothing to pick up.
Humor me. I'm a good tracker.
Down the rise to the west, there's a clearing. But a grazer herd couldn't have trampled it better. And if that barbarian gives up Ruas's headdress before they cast him out, let me know. It's valuable.
And Cedarman has returned to Meridian.
Valuable in what way? Gold value? Heart value?
Chill almost feels like sunburn.
Oh, which way am I going?
A woman now stands.
That way.
Played by
This
the
is
rules.
probably not even where it is. Let me look. Oh, yeah. That way.
This is it. Snow's been disturbed a lot, like the Huntress said.
Something there.
Oh, here's something. Lots of leaves and bark scraped off here. And someone pulled out the branch? No. From climbing it. They came through the trees.
Now we're way over there. Whee! Oh, I'm a monkey girl. You've heard of Batgirl and Tank Girl. Now I'm Monkey Girl. This is just lame. Why couldn't I just follow it on the ground? And I gotta climb across these damn rocks.
If you were waiting here, you'd have a good view of the Karja camp and the clearing.
Where am I going? Oh, that way. Oh, thought I highlighted it. Oh god, oh god. Oh man, I need to fill up my arrows. Didn't redo them since that last battle. That's about all I used last time, wasn't it? Yep. I missed.
Gotcha!
Oh god, his buddy. Oh man, there's more than one of them. Where'd that other one go? Oh, there he is. Save point over here. Let me save real quick. Where am I? Whoa, I'm close to the... I know where I'm at. I think I'm close to the lake. No, I'm not. Where the hell am I? Have I been over here before? Oh, yeah, I have.
Well, this is ominous. A dead end? Can't be.
It's like an ambush to me. Oh, hey! Cave. I need those.
Never know when I might need these. Someone covered this over. What are they trying to hide? Karja armor. This looks bad.
Dudes. Nanook. I knew Nanook was around here somewhere. Let's ask him where the yellow snow is. Nanook, no, don't be a naughty Eskimo. And he said, with a tear in his eye,
Someone's here!
Not Banuk. Then she won't be missed.
On me!
oh, that was not good. Damn, something hurt me. Oh, wow. I didn't even have... I was pressing heal. Well, that didn't give me much of a chance to get prepared, did it?
It doesn't matter. The deed is done. Another Karja dead. And a Banuk is exiled for it. A life for a Karja life.
Okay, I need to make sure that I'm completely ready before I go in here. First of all, I want to... Oh, wow, I never finished that one. I want that fire one. What? They're probably going to hurt me.
Someone's here!
Not Banuk. Then she won't be missed.
To me! Let's take her down!
Damn. Not dead yet? Oh shit.
Hit him harder,
That freaking hurt me a lot. Damn, what the hell is that guy shooting me with? Son of a bitch, that almost killed me.
Shatter you.
Damn, what is that? Anytime I've ever freaking hit somebody with cold, it doesn't even hurt. Damn, I'm almost dead again. Wow. Anytime I've hit anybody with cold or shock,
You've been killing Karja.
It doesn't hardly
and
hurt
for
them.
what? Revenge for the war?
Who gets to declare that one tribe no longer hates another? I'll tell you, not the ones who fought, not the ones whose songs are silenced, but my kin.
For what you did, another Banuk has been sentenced to certain death. What about his song?
That's why you followed us. For that punch-drunk idiot Inatut. sharp today. They've already let him out to face his exile. Let's see who the cold claims first.
Yeah, you're the one that's going to be dead first, dummy.
I need to go after Inatut.
Wow, they really hurt me.
But I should find some more evidence first.
I don't know what the hell he was shooting me with, but I got to try my freeze thing that I have. The new one that I got. Let's see if that freaking hurts anything. Switch. That. I think that's what he's shooting me with, is these ice shards. Ice cannon. Get my regular arrows first. Hey, did I loot this place up here? Good. Yeah. Where's the other dead beeps? Beepers.
I'll tuck that away.
Something up there.
I wonder if my focus can pick anything up.
I wonder how the hell I'm supposed to get up here to get whatever that is up there. Why would they have something up here if you can't get to it? Ow. Ow. That's weird. They have something up there. Wait, oh, I can climb across the rocks from over there to get whatever it is. What is it? Great. I gotta go back up there and then climb across. Well, what did she say about?
Could be something around that my focus will see. Trophies.
Over here.
Newer than the rest.
The headdress.
Must have belonged to Ruas. So it was a Karja soldiers. Not that it's any excuse. Did they keep any clothes from their victims?
There.
This Karja gear's not warm, but if Inatut's naked on a snowfield, he'll take what he gets. Okay, time to get moving.
How did I even get in here? I thought it came from this side. Oh, over there. Okay. Just can't get back that way. Go back this way. way over here. I was wondering about a few of these canyons because I haven't been up here. Back in a minute. I'll be back. Tiki punch. Good stuff. Where am I going? That way. Sounds like this is going to break. What is with that chime sound? Sounds like it's coming from in here. Stuck. What is that sound? Sounds like it's coming from right here. Oh God. Oh God. There he... Flint hawk. Oh, that's it? Sounded freaking meaner than that. Sounded like something that was going to eat me in one bite. There's got to be a bear over there. Hey, buddy. How about this?
Not much gets past them.
Perch on this. Where are you going? Oh, this ice sounds like it's breaking. There's more over there? There he is. I missed.
It's down.
Come on down! Oh, God, he landed on top. You bastard. I was hoping he'd get right above me and come right down. Here it comes. Down here. Down here. Ah, you bastard. You don't know how to fight, do you? Come on. Maybe he'll stay over there. Screw him. How do I get up here? Ah. Right there.
Calm, calm.
gonna knock me off of here. He catches me here. Oh, God. Dang it, there he is again. Does he see me? Oh, now he does.
Damn.
Son of a beach. You know what? Try this. Oh, shit. Oh, he's gonna knock me right off of this hill. Let me get out of here. Up, 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 up. Okay, flat ground. Now try that, you bastard. Wow. Where'd you go? This is not fair. Here, bastard. Ah! Where'd you go? He's above me. I can't see him. Is that flat ground up here? Oh, God, his buddies are over here. Damn it! Coming down. Yeah, buddy. One down. Oh, it got him. He's down. Oh, no. No, no, no. I was on the way to kill him. Oh, got away. Got away. No, not completely. Ah, you freak. Oh, my headset's falling off. Oh, hey, hey, hey. 2 down. Take that, Mudafika.
Halfway there.
Where am I now? Getting there. I bet you those are just like the easy machines to fight right here. Probably got a Scorcher or something up ahead. Or them frickin' bears. There's still one animal that I haven't seen yet. I don't know what that's going to be. Right here. Kind of think I know that there's a side quest.
Mixed feelings about that.
After this side quest, I'm going on the other side quest. The guy told me he wants me to go fight something that I haven't seen yet. Go over here for a minute and see if there's any. That's a trail that way. Probably would have been the easy way here.
Chill almost feels like sunburn.
Anyway. This one. Claws Beneath. Is some kind of machine. That's the name of it. The Claws Beneath, I guess. Sounds like a Grizz.
In it.
Those other bears
In it.
were...
Maybe he found shelter? I hope he found shelter.
Yeah, if the other bears were any indication, and they were like supposed to be like just regular brown bears or black bears, this other one's gonna be hell.
Behind the rock.
I stole your boar. It. Looks like he's already got
Nora girl?
frostbite.
Is it really you, or has the bone chill got through my skull?
I found the real killers. No one else has to die because of this. Take these.
I've been carrying these the whole way.
A dead Karja's close. Haven't I been beaten down enough? But I won't argue. Swear, thought I saw my ancestors. They said, we're surprised you ended up here.
You better hurry.
Oh, what'd I
Machines.
tell you? Those are scrappers. I bet you there's more than just scrappers. One down.
No.
Shot that dude right in the ass. Oh god, big one. There's the bear. I knew it. That's not a demonic scrapper. Why does it keep saying that? Oh god, there's two of them. What are those? Is that the bear or the... I don't know what these are. Scorchers, huh? Nope, they're cross claws. Yeah. Okay, I need to do something here. Oh shit, find me now. God, I'm out of ammo again. I always forget to reload my ammo after I fight. Damn, I'm done. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get away. Come on. I wonder if that'll hurt him. Oh shit! Got him stuck. That didn't hurt him. I need to change weapons. They're frost, so I bet you. Oh yeah, last time I used that other the fire one. Seemed to at least slow him down a little bit. God, they're like constantly on my ass. Wow, look at that, look at that. I can't get away from them. I need to get this. God, I'm almost out of freaking ammo. Why don't I ever check before a freaking battle? Need to make sure that everything's full. I never do. Oh god, I'm stuck. Damn! These things are freaking crazy. Down. Going on? Oh yeah, he's dead. Woo! Okay, before I even do anything else, wait, let me get. Oh, there's something. Is that one of my... No, it's not. Okay, yeah, before I do anything else, I want to fill up my ammo just in case I get attacked again. Well, I'm out of freaking blazes again. Should have tried using the rope caster on them. Could at least slow them down a little bit.
Hardy little plant. You'll help.
Mama's hardy. And she gives me the big burps. It. I think that's everything except for what's next to them. Seemed like there was more scrappers than that. Some of them were down there. Oh, here's another one. Two more.
Now that was a fight.
Your trial's over. It was other Banuk who killed that man. Killed him because he was Karja.
You know why I took the first swing at him? He challenged the honor of the Banuk. The honor. That's what I thought.
Come on. Let's get you back.
Once I'm off the mountain, I'll find my own way. I need to think. It's not something I'm used to. Who knows what could happen?
I'll see you in town then. You'd better
Hey,
make it.
welcome back, Blue Jay.
Right?
I give my pledge.
So by Banuk law, if Inatut survives, he's forgiven. But I want to prove to his chieftain that he wasn't guilty in the first place.
Well, so I'm not done with this one yet. Doing, itchy dog? All right. Where am I going? Over here?
Inatut told you the truth. This is the headdress stolen from the murdered man. You'll find more in a ravine north and west of here, along with the bodies of the killers.
The exile still served its purpose. He was guilty of our suspicion. Fate has fallen like snow, and should Inatut return, he will be absolved.
You can't be serious.
He was guilty of our suspicion.
You look ridiculous. If you would return to my Werak, you will behave as a Banuk does.
How does a Banuk behave, my chieftain? Like I did? Accepting a sentence for a crime he did not commit. Or those others who killed in cold blood for crimes that their charge of victims did not. I think what I wear will not make me more or less of a Banuk.
For his own sake, it would be wise for him to think less. Nora, friend.
I'll talk to him. But not for you.
Wow. These guys are fucking idiots, man. He's guilty of our suspicion. That's just that's the stupidest rule I've ever heard. The stupidest crime. Guilty of our suspicion.
Oh, the winters. Coming at once.
Like you're not innocent until proven guilty. You're freaking just guilty of suspicion.
I defied my chieftain's will, spurned my Werak.
How are you feeling?
As if I've been pounded in the guts. I could just keep walking, but when my anger has thawed, it will leave me with nothing. Where else would I go?
You don't owe the Werak anything. Maybe you're in a good position. Go where you feel you belong. Yeah.
You can decide for yourself what it means to be a Banuk. It might not be what the chieftain and the shaman tell you. Whether you stay with this Werak or find another...
I'm better with decisions like, do I start with the left or the right?
There's more to you than your fists, Inatut. That's why I believed you.
It was my chieftain who taught me honesty. Said, a Banuk should not be treacherous when the ice is treacherous enough. I'll sit with my bruises for a time, then talk with her again. As for you, Nora girl, will you accept this gift? A little scrawny weight against the great boon you gave me, but...
I'm honored. Thank you, Inatut.
Okay. What? No? What happened? This is kind of messed up. I should have been able to take the headdress back to his people, the dead guy's people. His own freaking people killed him, but these other people over here were his friends. Let me go back over here a minute. I think it was right here. Strawberries. You know what's... Oh yeah, you can't eat pound cake. Looks like a strawberry shortcake. Well, they're not here anymore. Oh yeah, they are. There she is.
I hate this weather.
Nope, nope, that's not the right person. Guess they're not here. Unless they're sleeping over here. Wait, oh, there's somebody. There they are.
Huntress, we should thank you for finding the truth in this sorry mess. Your Banuk came to us to explain what happened. Wearing a long-dead Karja's garb, the priest thought he was having a religious vision.
I've brought back the stolen headdress, too. The inscription inside said it was a soldier's.
An heirloom, handed down to Ruas. His father gave his life to help liberate Meridian. He was no Red Raider.
What a waste.
Like I said, a sorry mess. Well, we'll be returning to the Sundom. May you also go in light.
Well, see, that wasn't even part of the quest, but they let me bring back the headdress. Well, that's cool. It should have been part of the quest, though. Seems like. See, if I wouldn't have thought of it.
Rescued Prince Edaman, perhaps the Sun King will end the civil war.
Yeah, if I wouldn't have thought of going back there, then I never would have known that they wanted the headdress. Well, I knew that they wanted the headdress, but I never would have thought about it. If I wouldn't have thought about it, I never would have thought. That's just stupid. I know what I mean. I'm just not getting it out right. The other one's empty. Ooh, that one looks good. I gotta remember to put some on one of them pies, those little pies tonight after the stream. Put a little cinnamon on top. And wasn't she just out there? What are you doing, Pooh?
The northeast edge of the cut. Boomnock said I'd find the claws beneath nearby.
The claws beneath. This is probably going to be worse than that last one. I probably should... Wait, which way do I got to go to do that? Okay, it's up there. Yeah, I'm going to go this way and got to fill up my health. I should have did it when I was back in that other... Oh, God, what is that? It's a freaking bellowback.
Saving these for the trail.
something. Woohoo! God! What's that? It's a scrapper. Demonic scrapper. That's another one. Am I? If I run around here for a little bit, it'll turn daytime. Really don't want to fight a new Grizz machine in the dark. Getting the feeling this is going to be like a giant freaking Grizz with a little bit of freaking bulldozer built into it. Come on. I need more help. Shoot, I'm gonna kill these guys. No, that's just gonna freaking take down my health, ain't it? There's one. Maybe I can get them to kill each other. Hey. That's a demonic one? No, it's not. It's a regular old scrapper. Hey, Scrappy! Scrappy! Where's the demonic ones? I thought I seen demonic scrappers. Here, go kill everybody, please. Thank you. Very much. Kill them all! Charger. Go get the charger. Charger. There's the demonic one. Are they? Oh shit, he needs some help. He's gonna kick that freaking scrapper right in the head. Bam! Yeah, buddy. Is that it? I thought there was one more. Woohoo! Party time. Excellent. Now there's more than 3 of them. Counting my good guy one. Okay, I need a little bit of help. That won't do it. Ooh, that's close enough. Okay, there's more. Maybe not. Of this frickin' kiln route. Okay, close enough. Let me get out of here. So everybody remember that I will be back on YouTube starting tomorrow night. I've been in here before. Oh, yeah, I have. Oh, yeah, I'm lucky too. Oh, God, it's a rock dude.
Breathe out.
It's a demonic freaking rock crusher. Oh.
There you are. Just like Umnak said.
Oh, this is sad. Claws beneath. I should have known that just by that stupid name. Well, these things are tough enough when they're not demonic. I hope it's just one. They usually come in pairs. Not a very happy thing. These guys can see you pretty quick.
Machine's quick.
Oh, you bastard! Now he sees me! Roll, roll, roll with the punches. Roll, roll, roll with the punches. Roll, 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 roll. Roll, roll, roll your boat. All around the snow. Nearly, 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 nearly. You will never know. Ow. Ow. He's right there. Ah, see. What's that pinging sound? Oh! Oh! How do you fight these bastards? That's what I want to know. How do you fight them in a fair fight? They go under before you can even shoot at them. They come up, they freaking kill you. Damn. God. Damn, that almost killed me. Can I get up here and get away from him? No. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to find a place where I can get away from him. Get behind something. Get up there. Now they're just going to throw rocks at me.
I felt that.
Damn! Oh, you bastard. What the hell? Where's it at? Son of a bitch! That almost killed me! Why won't this friggin' thing work? Okay, out of ammo. Need to change that. Rope caster. Maybe. Up.
That one helped.
Yeah, that is freaking shit.
The wire isn't long enough.
I don't know what it's doing over there. A little bit of time to make some traps. I don't know where it freaking went. Here it comes. Okay, that's enough of those for now. How about these? Now, where the hell did it go?
All right.
All the way back over here. There it is. Jump! Where'd he go? Hate this thing. Damn! What's in here? This is the only place I'm safe from it not coming up under me. Over there. Oh, right there. Come on! Didn't even get near my grid this time. Sit at. Shit! Right under me! Shit! I mean, how the hell? Oh no! It killed me! Son of a bitch! Oh. I had that thing more than halfway down, I think. Or about halfway down. Now, I ain't got shit. You know what I need to do before I start here? I need to go get some more supplies. This thing actually hurt it, but I don't have any more ammo on it. I got 6 shots, and that's it. John Wesley, what's up? Man, that guy, those things are so damn tough. I still don't know what's the toughest machine in the game, but I think these are probably got to be up there at the top. Think I've ever killed one of these things before. Actually, I think there was 2 of them. Stats. Rock breakers, 2. Yeah, there was 2 of them together that I killed. Every other time I've tried to kill them, they've killed me. Actually, I killed one of them in a quest. And that one was a pain in the ass, but there was a lot of places to hide from it in that one. This one, there's no place to hide from it because it keeps coming up underneath me. And that last one, that first one that I fought, it was a big arena. And as long as I kept running, it would come up a little ways away from me, and then I could shoot at it a little bit. I must have been a baby. And then the second, I actually think I killed 3 of them. I don't know why it says 2 there. Second time I had to kill some. They were in a corrupted area, and there was 2 of them. And the first time they killed me, and I didn't try to come back for a long time, and then I finally had to come back and do it. And in that second time back, it seems like there were still 2 of them. No, maybe there was only 1 that second time. I remember it. There was an area that it wouldn't come to. It was like it had a border of how far it can come that direction. So I went right out of its digging range, but it still would throw rocks at me. But I found a rock to hide behind, and it would just... It took a long time to kill it, but I would just hit it and jump behind the rock, and then hit it and jump behind the rock. You know, shoot at it, I mean. But everything else in here, I've killed more than 2 of, except the behemoths. That's only, no, I still killed 2 more of those, more than 2 of those, 3 of those. And the freeze bellowbacks. But I've killed quite a few of the fire ones, and they're not any harder than the fire ones. I don't know what's really the toughest animal in the game. I'm thinking that some of these bastards are tougher in the DLC. Doesn't show. Oh yeah, it does show Scorcher and Frost. See, I've killed 4 Scorchers and 6 Frost Claws. Those Frost Claws are tough, but they're doable. And the Scorchers are a bitch. But the first one I fought on that one, man, I fought him mostly hand to hand. And he killed me the first time, but then I killed him the second time. So yeah, I think these are probably the toughest in the game, the rock breakers. Anyway, I need resources. I need lots of these. What? That's not it. No, I needed blazes. Damn it. There goes a bunch of my money. Okay. Now, before I leave here, I want to fill this up. See, I used all of them. Just filling that thing up once uses over 100 blaze. I didn't even fill that one up. And I don't think that other one's even going to help me right now. Wow. All that hard-earned money is being used up. I'm going to try not to use these unless I really have to, because they are way too expensive to make. I want to at least fill it up. There we go. Alright. Let me double check here. Everything is good. See, what sucks is these, and I use them a lot. These and these also take blazes, but they don't take near as many. So I'd rather use them on these. Okay, where I go on down in here. I need to look. Right over there, I think, is the area that I was at. Let me look at something again. freeze, so he has a weakness to freeze. I'm going to try using that freeze gun on him. Tear all. If I can actually hit these things, it'll cause them a lot of damage. If I can hit this opponent, deals greater damage to the machine. And this one, if it explodes, it'll cause good damage. If I can hit its paws, then I can cause it not to be able to dig. And that would be really good. This is where I got killed last time. It sucks, but this is the only place that I feel I'm safe from it burrowing under me. If I can knock out its paws, keep it from burrowing under the ground. Oh shit, here it comes. Then I don't have to hide up here. I can keep moving and then it won't hurt me as bad. I need to make a good trap over here though. Six, 7, 8, 9, I think I got one of its paws. Oh shit! Where'd it go? It went way over there somewhere. I'm missing one back paw. Oh, I don't think I can get under now. I think I got all paws. Wow. Got it pretty good now. If I can get it to come right here, where the rest of my traps are. Damn it! Shit! Shit! Stop with the frickin' rock, bastard! Come over here. Done! Woo!
Comes beneath. Mac wasn't lying when he said you were tough.
Oh. Gotta get a little strategy. Yeah, after I got it so it couldn't burrow, it wasn't as bad because it's slow. It's kind of slow, but those damn rocks carry you up. Over here. Ground is glowing. No health in this whole place? There's some. No, it's not. Damn it. This was a tough place before. This is one of the places where I had to kill...
I'll find a use for you.
I had to kill 2 of the... big bear things. Frost whatever. There's 2 of them in here. And they kicked my ass. Because of this thing. I had to knock that thing out to kill them. They actually, I think, killed me once. Ah, killing root. I did that off stream though. I guess that's it. I don't have much health in here. Anyway, I guess the only thing I got left now is the main quest after I turn this quest in. And I have a feeling that we're getting close to the main battle. Point of no return. I guess there's always a return. This is just a DLC, so not like the main quest where you get to that point where, well, I finished the main quest off, and because I didn't finish the game, it sent me back to a point before the main quest was over. Point of no return. Let me check my quest list. So yeah, see, that's the main battle of the main quest. I already did it, so I'm not going to do that again. But here, that's the main quest for this DLC. Firebreak. And the Claws Beneath. Oh, that's the one I'm on now. I need to talk to that guy before I move on. I got everything else done except for these hunting grounds. They suck. And I haven't found that final cauldron, but it's in this last area where the main quest has taken me. So let me turn this in first.
It's over. It wasn't easy, but that rock breaker won't be hurting anyone anymore.
The Claws Beneath brought low by an outlander. This part of your song will travel far.
I don't know if I'll ever get used to that.
I've found people rarely live up to their songs. You're an exception, though. And you've done me a true kindness. My foe is buried now, like so many of the hunters it killed. My friend, my chieftain. You would be pleased to know his fate won't befall anyone else. Take this in thanks. I believe you've more than earned it.
For people that talk about their life as being a song, you don't hear many of them singing. The only music that I've heard come out of any of these people is them banging on pipes. Thinking that's music. Hey! I just leveled up. Well, don't have enough skill points for that yet. That's the last of the perks. Need one more level for that. Anyway, air attack and Uria, whatever. Air attack. Says, yeah, talk to air attack.
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked.
And our scouts are watching for more frost claws.
Our numbers rise. 3 more hunters have passed their trials. But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with his course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that. I take it you haven't spoken to Araya yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted, to return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
What happened to Araya when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. But now that's all she has.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron. New metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted. No way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Araya to that again.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Araya safe.
If you have no ambition to one day become chief,
Hey, does that help? Nope.
Does me good to see you.
Oh. This way. I need some more help.
Run into each other again. Invited.
Yeah. There we go. Spout full.
The songs of the least distinguished runners fade to silence.
Even if I cared to travel south.
Keep coming. Guess they'll meet us there.
Feels like if I blink, my eyes will freeze shut.
Help? Nope. So, if anybody's seen Game of Thrones, doesn't this kind of look like the ice wall? Freaking, what do they call it? Black Fortress or something. Ice wall thing.
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Araya?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible. I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right, stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. It sounded bad.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him. Worried for him.
Wonder if this blue light has anything to do with the blue wires that they got all plugged into them.
What did the war do to Aratak?
He cut away everything, until only his true self remained. Unyielding ice. No Banuk has more sheer will. He fought the Karja for 1,000 freezing nights, yet always rallied his hunters at sunrise. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one. Instead, he complains that life with me is harder. He's right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave. But you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
He was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Horea. Thanks.
Yep.
What are we gonna find up there, Horea?
Ruins. Machines. And a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt the daemon has tried to hide the way.
It hasn't been easy for you, Horea. Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back.
Yep, this is the point of no return.
Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
Through.
No, brother!
Got it. Machines coming out that door.
Come. The spirit awaits.
It's not all that awaits.
Smoke has been detected within the facility. This is not a drill. Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit. I repeat, this is not a drill.
So you see,
Please remain
I
calm
too can
and
call upon the
proceed to
power of the
nearest
old ones.
exit.
So they released
What was this
a
place?
vent
The
inside
spirit once told me that this
that
all
opened
used
the
to be
book
part
door.
of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from terrible danger.
Fortress. It looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? Blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here.
What's that one? Bellowback. Oh, hell no.
Metal pillars, tall as Brewer's cliffs. I still don't like it.
This doesn't look like any of the cauldrons that I've seen. This ain't the cauldron yet, though, I guess.
Once, these halls rang with the spirit's presence.
Keep that for later.
Here, up and over.
Oh, right here. Hey, data point. Kenny, this is a guy that was working way back over by the dam. Let's see, Joshua. Kenny's homecoming. Okay, Joshua. The return of the director Emeritus. Decent hollow title. Gina. No bad title. The worst subject. The camera crew would die of boredom. Whatever, Gina. It's still the most excitement this hell cave's seen in a long time. Your standards for exciting are desperately low. I'll squeeze what I can out of this, thanks. You always were a little sweet on Kenny. What? No way. His ears are enormous. Besides, he was too busy mooning over Anita. Okay, yeah, so Anita and Kenny were having some kind of a thing going on. Apparently Joshua's gay and thinks that Kenny's gay. I don't know. I want to know what he's doing here in the first place. It's not normal. He helped engineer the most advanced geothermal facility in history, then rode off into the sunset. Now he wants to check up on his masterwork. Seems normal to me. But why now? He keeps poking around in the cooling facility and asking questions about cyan. Do you think there's something wrong? Last I checked, there's been no deviation in any of our readings since the most recent microquake swarm. Maybe Kenny likes taking field trips on Pharaoh's dime. It's been 14 years. They would have frozen those accounts by now. So this might, I don't know what the date on this is, but 20 years before the end of the world, they were working on some kind of project here called Firebreak. And that Kenny was one of the head guys. And so was Anita. Maybe this is 14 years later, or 14 years before something else was going on. Has it been that long, man? I'm old. Not old, just boring. So if this was 14 years later, this is getting close, because they never mentioned anything about the swarms back then. Swarms are what caused the end of the world. Swarms were when the machines got self-sufficient and started getting a collective mind and trying to wipe out all life on Earth. And that's why they called them the swarms, because they were just like devastating the Earth in swarms of machines. But they didn't. In all the other areas in this whole DLC, they haven't mentioned the swarms, and this is like they were working like 20 years before the big war with the machines, doing something. I think they were trying to. They knew something was going to happen. I don't know. Pharaoh, though, was, I don't know. Let's see what else goes on in here. Maybe it'll give me some answers, because I'm still kind of lost on what this whole thing is. Hopefully we'll get some answers. Up and over. Over here. Do they follow me? Oh, God. God, they're coming over. Let me just take care of this. God, I didn't even... Oh, that didn't even hurt it. That barely hurt it. There we go. Oh, the other ones are going to come now. I need to... I could have sworn that I just fixed all my ammo before I even started here. Oh, wow. After I fought that rock dude, I didn't. I'm only going to use those unless I have to, because those are too expensive. I have to stick with what I got.
They're scanning for me.
Oh shit, here comes the bellow back too.
For the cut!
Ah, that was tough. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fight the bellow back. Weaken him a little bit. patches. Oh, 2 of them.
We must climb higher, and our path will become clear.
I must loot all these first. My path will fade away.
These aren't cheap.
Climb higher. What is she talking about anyway? Go around this way anyway.
We can make our way upwards when you're done.
Make our way upward. Oh, hey, what's this in here? This where we just came from? Sure is. This is that door that wasn't open before.
Can't carry more.
That kiss. Must have been sometime in the spring of 2047, about 6 months after the main facility opened. Okay, so yeah, the all the times on all the other ones were around 2045, 2046. So let me look at these a second. See, there's Kenny right there talking about fire break. 2046. So this is here in the next year. There we go. About 6 months after the main facility opened. We were behind schedule, and new data indicated that an incident was close, maybe only weeks away. I was exhausted, losing weight, barely speaking except to give orders. I passed by Anita in the battery depot. She looked at me and frowned, then pulled me into this room and kissed me. A long kiss, the best kind. I can still remember the feel of her hand on the back of my neck. After she looked at me and smiled and went back to work without saying a word. I'll never forget that moment, her touch, her unspoken generosity. After she left the project, I spent years beating myself up for not keeping her somehow. Every time I ran into her at a conference, I felt thrilled and lost and confused all at the same time, always hoping we might have a few drinks and, well, rekindle. It was only after I saw her on stage in a hollow in 58, accepting the Mind Challenge Award in Austin, with Elizabeth Sorbeck presenting, no less. Elizabeth Sorbeck's the one that saved the world, that she's a clone of, the main character. Anyway, glowing and happy and fulfilled, that it dawned on me that I hadn't done anything wrong at all. I could finally see that she had what she wanted, and it simply wasn't me. Oh, poor Kenny. Just so they don't kill Kenny, them bastards. We'll be fine.
There's an overlook above. It's not far.
What is that noise? We're not in freaking Borderlands. No hooing around here.
Not much farther now.
Oh. Oh, we're open to the sky now. Go ahead. The ceiling cave in? Yeah, it don't look right. Oh shit. Oh, here we go. Scorcher. Damn it. Oh, there's at least 2 of them in there. Oh, crap.
Last we were here, we fought our way through there. But machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and
2
taking
Scorchers
losses.
and a frost dude.
Now we must prevail.
Oh no, that's
only 2 warriors and
behemoth.
a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. Even so, we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead. Towers.
I say,
Steam, frost.
let's go that way.
Things on this floor.
Okay, let's see. So that looks like a behemoth over there now. This is a Scorcher. That's a Scorcher. So 2 Scorchers and a behemoth compared to a Stalker. Whatever else is over there. Well, this facility looks like it was open to the sky. It just has a awning over it. What are these things? Some kind of forges? Oh, hey. Place to save. That's a good thing.
I'm certain we can stay out of sight up there. Well, almost certain.
Up there, but how do we get up there? Oh, it's the stairs. Is that a behemoth? Yeah, it is.
years ago, looking for cover in case machines came prowling. I have no doubt that it is guarded now, but we may be able to stay hidden.
I'm gonna check something real quick. So much crap in here. Oh. Doubt if I'm gonna use all this stuff. I'm gonna get rid of a few wires. Now, you know what? If I run out of room, then I will. Get rid of crap like this too. Let's get rid of that now. Wow. Low on these too now. Oh, I get it. I thought it was just a walkway. It's a whole open area up here. Stalker. Scrapper. That's a stalker. Oh, God, I thought it was a scrapper. Oh, okay, that's a scrapper. Okay. Stalker. I guess that's not as bad as those ones down there. It's still pretty freaking bad. What's that over there? Another scrapper. Quite a few scrappers. 4 at least. And a red eye. Can we hide down here? Got to reload my ammo after that last fight. Hey, he's history. Why'd I grab that? God.
Missed me.
They're all coming now. Get rid of these. Let them deal with that one.
Got it.
What the heck? That red eye. Oh, there's another red eye. Oh, God, there's a bunch of them. Another one. Oh, God, it's a stalker. Froze. Any more stalkers?
Nice. Back to your business.
It from here. Power cell.
Be wary of mines if stalkers are near.
God. So we didn't have to fight the big ones coming this way, but there's a bunch of little ones. Ow!
Move!
Okay, long legs coming. Hey.
Low and quiet does it.
Come on, why doesn't it give me some voice ones? So I don't have to frickin' read so much. Date of incident 2030 or 63. So this is up into the future, 15 years later. Incident information report, Firebreak project. Property damage and personal injury. Reporter Jorgen Home. As official incident reporter for the Firebreak project, it is with great concern, that I report of an incident at our facility. Incident began from a swarm of 35 seismic events. Why do they call them seismic events? They come up out of the ground or what? Swarm of 35 seismic events beginning on 3rd and 4th of November northwest of Mammoth. Included were 4 in the magnitude 2 range and the largest magnitude 2.4 at 4:04:09 on November 4th. Holographic modeling shows most quake originating at the Hebgen Lake fault zone. So these are actually talking about real earthquakes. I thought when they're talking about swarms, they were talking about machines. Maybe they're machine-caused earthquakes. As a project senior geoscientist, I advised this number and multitude in seismic events in a normal outcome from fluid movement through the caldera silicic magma reservoir. Wow. Okay, so they're not talking about machine swarms then. As well as changing of pressure coming from interactions between magma and supercooled fluid. However, one can be never too careful in such an unstable environment, shown further in this report. The incident began when I was... So these are like man-made events then. So they're putting supercooled fluid into magma reservoirs. Because we're right next to a volcano, so yeah, they're causing it. Maybe they're doing it on purpose. They're testing something to take care of the machines. I don't know. The incident began when I was awakened from a loud crash in the canteen. Fortunately, I did not have to rouse the official canteen monitor, since I am that self-same person. Even while acting in my formal office, I was alarmed and feared the worst. Inspection of the zone showed the tragic loss of a 15 milliliter bottle of Nell liqueur in deep crimson, shattered on the canteen floor. Liqueur also splashed on the surroundings at an area of approximately IE6 M2. One chair was tipped over on its side, but happily I had the mechanical knowledge to right it without further incident. A bottle of Nell lacquer, not liqueur, it's lacquer, is irreparable. What the hell is he talking about? Somebody spilt or broke a bottle of freaking nail polish and he's having a cow over it? Moreover, the canteen monitor suffered a cut on the left hand when picking up broken glass. This was treated by the site first aider, me, with supervision of the fire marshal, also me, but could still get infected. This is freaking lame. And he's like got all the positions of authority or something, or what? Gina Bruno is identified as the owner of the bottle of nail lacquer. In my capacity as staff psychological observer. This guy's
Staff psycho?
yeah, he's like, what does he say back here? He's the official incident reporter, the senior geoscientist, the canteen monitor, the site first aider, the fire marshal, and the staff psychological observer. So far, that's... Oh, here's one more. Remote site supervisor. Or is this... Maybe it's a robot. I don't know. No, this is a person's name. Jorgen Holmes. Anyway, where was I at? I conclude that she has accepted the loss of her personal item in a good fashion, but further evaluation may be necessary. We will keep the remote site supervisor informed of developments in such a case. Well, unless he's the remote site supervisor also. Please find, following this report, my salary increase request for the upcoming calendar year. He's going to want a higher salary for handling a broken nail polish incident. This is just lame. That's the lamest thing I've seen so far in the game. And there's been some lame things. I already got that out.
It's cold. As if there's chill water running through those massive
You know what?
pipes.
Before I get too far in here.
We tripped a mine. Great.
I didn't check this area very good.
Always cold as deepest winter here.
I didn't know those were mines. I thought they were like flares. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any more of them holotapes or data points, whatever.
There's frost between my teeth.
What's that dead thing? Is this where I killed him at? There he is. So where's the long leg? There it is.
Let's not linger any longer than we have to.
There it is. Oh shit. Saw something moving over there.
Thought I endured every cold there is. This frost.
I wonder if we're going to the same place that we would have been going to the other door. Go! Wrong button.
Onto the tower then, before we freeze to our spears.
There's a door up there. Refuge. We're almost through.
Oh, hey, here's another one. Good.
Technically, I can't suspend the
Kenny.
cooling system.
Damn it. Ah, press the wrong button. Is this it?
Technically, I can't suspend the cooling system, but I can reduce the power draw so that it'll be completely masked by the caldera. But masked from what? Firebreak has always been confidential for security reasons, but this would be excessive. Even for the dear departed Mr. Blevins. What could possibly have gotten Anita so worked up?
Anita killed Blevins? Maybe? Sounds about right. That's how why she got terminated. Maybe they meant really terminated. Like Terminator terminated.
Full already.
So apparently these guys were saying that they didn't make that when they were fighting those machines on the other side of this wall was as far as they got. So they didn't make it in here. What the hell? What was this other way? Okay, that's the way we're supposed to be going. Is this the way we just came? I don't think so. Is it? Did I just run around in a circle? No. Yep. So if we would have came the other way, this is the way we would have came in. Wonder what happens if I open this. Can any of those other things get through this door?
If we can't go through, perhaps we should go up. We must find a way past.
I'm hiding. Better hide. Better hide. Ravager cannon. Why is there a Ravager cannon in there? You guys stay here. Stay. Stay, Spot. Stay. No!
Well, we have survived where our kin did not.
No, come on, dude. Let's not fight that thing. I was just playing. Just playing. This crate that I was just in, yeah. Okay.
Got too much already.
Now what? This way. Oh shit.
Is this projector? Maybe to show holograms without a focus. Let's see if I can restore power. Aratak Araya, you might see shapes drawn from light. Don't be alarmed.
It'll take more than light to alarm me.
This is freaking crazy. This is the inside of a volcano. There's the cauldron right there.
I do not
What
like
is that?
it here. Looking out over where my kin fell.
That's something big over there. It's a scorcher and we're gonna have to fight it. Yeah, it looks like a scorcher. I can't tell from here. Let me check this out first. Another hollow tape from Kenny here. Hey, okay. I admit it, I watched the hollow of the toast 6 straight times, taking in every detail, Anita's smile, and the way she giggled at her own jokes, my clumsy handoff to Cyan. Every time I play it, for a second I feel like I was there again and with her among friends, savoring our success. With diminishing returns, of course, by the 6th time I was just staring at Anita and feeling really creepy about it. But I can be forgiven, can I? It was a sign, it was the best night of my life. Besides, I'm entitled to a little nostalgia. We saved the world from fire and death, or at least suffocation by ash. So there's that, right? Suffocation by ash. I still don't get what's going on here.
There must be a way to get through that door.
They kept this volcano from going off? A volcano going off is not gonna... I don't know, there was supposedly in history, there was supposed to be some big volcano that erupted way back. I don't know how far back it was. And it blew a whole island up. I think it was in the Mediterranean.
This tower posed no obstacle.
But the
machines below did.
The size of the explosion and the amount of ash that it blew out covered the whole face of the earth with ash, the sky, so that the sun couldn't get in, and
we wait for your word, Aloy.
Supposedly caused like a nuclear winter for years. From what I heard, I don't know how long ago that was. I think it was just in the last 1,000 years, though. I can't remember what the volcano was called. It wasn't Pompeii, because Pompeii wasn't as big, but there was one that...
We can't have come all this way to be stopped like this.
Was so bad that it actually killed off some species of animals. just because the Earth was going through almost like a mini ice age for, you know, a few years. Anyway, let me see what this says.
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job.
That's Anita.
None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us
She looks a little bit pregnant.
a real mastermind. Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow. All right, Cyan. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,654. Wow, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without an eruption.
It was the spirit. The old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Araya. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get through.
She's starting to get an idea of what it could be. I'm figuring it out though. It's so, like I was saying, that
I have a score to settle with that mountain.
that eruption that I'm talking about, whenever it was like pretty devastating to the planet, and one that's even worse than that, they say could possibly happen. I've seen it on like the Discovery Channel or History Channel or something. They were talking about it.
Dead
and
metal.
maybe this was one of them.
Pass it before.
We will this time.
And it was like a extinction level explosion, which supposedly happened before the machines went out of whack. So that I don't get what the connection with the machines are and why all the machines are here. And there's a cauldron right here. Cauldron's how they make the things that make the machines.
We'll have to carve through a lot of machines to get to that door.
Where I could prevail against. Onward, then. Our challenge awaits.
We're going down. Okay. What do we got? Got Red Eye. Scrapper. Where's the big thing? Another scrapper. There's something big down here. Where's it at? Oh, there's another Red Eye. Where's the big mama? I hope these guys don't start fighting before I'm ready. God, I'm gonna have to take this thing out. Wow, I missed! How did I freaking miss? What the hell? 3 times in a row. Damn, that was just uncalled for, man. I need to check my ammo again. Yep, I knew that one was down. Okay, there's the big mom over there. Yeah, that is definitely a jackal, or whatever, what they call them, scorcher. If I can get that sucker over here without alerting the rest of them.
I'll do what I have to.
He's on. Good. If we could eliminate all of these extras before we fight that Scorcher, that'd be really, really nifty. Nifty. Oh God, he's gonna see me. Oh, he sees the scrapper down. Yeah, he's not happy. Okay, I need to set some traps. Let me check Scorcher's stats again. He's weak to freeze. What do I have? Maybe not. Yeah, it's a Scorcher, all right. I wonder if I can get rid of that thing without drawing attention. Okay. Oh shit. Damn it! They start frickin' fires. These bastards. Okay, I'm screwed. Run! I can't stand these things, man. What the fuck? It goes straight for me. It doesn't even go near those guys. Trying to use this frickin' stupid thing against it. Doesn't frickin' work. How does this thing work? Fuck. I haven't shot one shot yet with it. I'm sitting here pointing it and freaking trying to get it power up and it doesn't seem to freaking work. Let's try this one. It's good. Son of a bitch. I'll just stick with my old shit. Wow! I can't stand them frickin' things, man. They're relentless. They don't give you a chance to do anything. I don't know what the hell it's throwing either. Damn. Wow, it just took up all of my freaking health. Almost. All my health reserves. I don't like those things at all. I don't know what's up with this stupid thing. I did not use one bullet. I was charging it up. Wow. It takes way too long to charge up. That thing's just worthless. That's probably my best bet to keep there. We need to find some more help, or at least reserves. Right there. Oh, that gave me a lot. Gotta watch where I walk. Fall right in the lava pit. Like the freaking nether.
Should have brought a cart.
What's over here? Close back up again. Let's see what's in here. I hope there's a way to open it back up when it closes. That's that other way. Okay, that's the way out then, I guess, after we're done. So all the other cauldrons I was able to get into because I could use Elizabeth Sorbeck's voice print and DNA print. But she's not in charge of this facility. This is something from way before the Zero Dawn project. Oh wait, maybe I was able to open them up. Oh shit!
There we go.
More machines.
What?
Make ready.
Oh crap! If I would have known that, I would have been ready. Damn it! Oh, this sucks. This sucks. Damn it. Yeah. Wow, it hurt me. Yeah. Oh, I can't even get through that door now. I missed. Jesus. Bastard. Oh, shit, I'm falling. God, it's faster than I am. Oh! Almost fell in that shit. Son of a bitch! I don't keep rolling. God, it got in front of me. Wow. Gun. Oh, there's one. Shit, I missed. Fuck, I need to get those things. Fuck. There, got it. Nowhere to go. I need to get the other one. Where is it? There it is. Dead? Woo!
Now, Aloy, the door. Can you open it?
Wow.
Let's find out.
I forgot about it. Last time I fought one of these, I went for its guns first. It still had this big one. This is a disc launcher. It's a pain in the ass. That's what I should have started heading, trying to get off first. But the problem is I noticed is if I shoot these tear blasters at least some of the guns, those ones for example, and they're not highlighted, it doesn't do anything. So I have to go into this mode and get them highlighted, you know, that orange highlight on them, and then hurry up and get out, and then shoot them with a tear blaster, and then they'll come off. But if I don't do that first, then they don't come off. Or at least it's not as easy. Yeah, that's some work. What's going on over this way? It's like a whole area over here that I haven't been to yet. Okay.
Time has come.
Let's not go that way. Oh, before I forget, I always jump on myself for this every time I get into a fight and realize I didn't get any more, make any more freaking ammo. Wait, okay, this is one I used. Okay. That's good. Yeah, these are all corrupted with that demonic crap.
Years have passed since I stood here. Since then, the daemon has taken over.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted. The path I took to get to the spirits lost to us.
God, it's already time.
We'll find a new path, Araya. I promise.
I promise you.
All right. Let's
I
go.
am the savior.
Yes. And finish this.
I wonder what that shit is. It's not like the corruption from before. This looks almost like it's living. Corruption was like a machine virus. This looks like a organic virus. Epsilon override. I don't have it yet. Not yet. So this is the Epsilon Cauldron. It's a big one. Dang. It's probably a good place to stop. My alarm just went off. Wow, how big is this place? Yeah, it's going to take a long time to get through this. This looks like a hell of a freaking place right here, man. Bet you this area right here is probably filled with machines to fight. I wish I could zoom out. It's as far out as I can zoom. And this is going to be the core. Kind of looks like pretty much like the cores in all the other cauldrons. Side area on that one. Oh, this is a long way in. Anyway. Yeah, this is a good place. I will be back tomorrow night on YouTube. Woohoo! Back to YouTube. I don't know how much of a woohoo it is, but I feel more at home on YouTube. And I'm just not getting the views here at all that I was hoping for. So, at 7 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow night, hopefully we'll see you guys on YouTube. If you haven't hit follow yet on here, go ahead and hit follow. It'd be real cool if you can go, if you haven't subscribed on YouTube, to go to my YouTube channel, which is in the links below. Subscribe. Support my channel if you can with PayPal or Patreon. That's in the links below also. And I hope to see you tomorrow night on YouTube. Woohoo! Adios, guys. Have a good one. See you later, Blue Jay. I'm hoping to save right there.